can't bury me. There is no bottom for me now. Yeah, I touched that low with the light went weak, with a voice in the mirror forgot to speak, with a room got still and I hope got in, but I found more depth than I thought within. I hit rock bottom and it cracked instead, then it swallowed my name, didn't take my breath to show me something I was meant to know. There's no place below where my will won't grow. I came back harder from the dirt and ate from the nights that drag and the bones that shake from the dead end roads and the shut down doors. Now I walk like a stone through a steel cut force. No pity in me, no collapse in sight, just a deeper kind of calm when the world turns night and the bass hits low like the earth gone dark. I get more alive with the colder heart. No bottom, no end, no final line. When the world says fall, I redefine. No bottom, no floor. You can't push me lower anymore. No bottom, no grave. I turn collapse into a thing I outgave. No bottom, still rise, even when the dark gets in my eyes. No bottom, still climb. I get more savage every time. I stop fearing pain when I learn this shape. Learn it comes to test what the weak can't take. Learn it digs deep, but it also reveals what stays standing when the comfort peels. I was never built for a soft rebound. I'm the type gets stronger when the world shuts down. Type that finds rhythm in the brutal drop. Type that keeps moving when the rest all stops. So if you think that low was the end of me, you don't know what lives in my energy. I made whole new power from almost gone. Made iron from nights that felt too long. Now the room gets tense when the kick rolls in and the whole floor shakes with the beast within. I don't fear the sin. I've seen that place. I made my lungs bigger and my jaw more straight. No bottom, no end, no final line. When the world says fall, I redefine. No bottom, no floor. You can't push me lower anymore. No bottom, no grave. I turn collapse into a thing I outgave. No bottom, still rise, even when the dark gets in my eyes. No bottom, still climb. I get more savage every time. Don't kill me, reveal me. No, don't pin me, it rebuild me. No floor, you can't push me lower anymore. No bottom, no grave. I turn collapse into a thing I outgave. No bottom, still rise, even when the dark gets in my eyes. No bottom, still climb. I get more savage every time. No bottom, only rise. No bottom. Listen close. That's not music. That's a march. Drum, heartbeat banging like a war drum line. Every step in sync with a brutal design. No soft pulse in a chest like mine. I was raised on strain and sharpened by time. Kick lands heavy in the spine, sit straight. Every breath like load in a second fate. No panic, coding is in the state. I advance when the pressure escalates. Metal in the air in the room turns still, because discipline got a set in the wheel. Every rep uphill, every stare can kill, and I don't stop moving till the silence kneel. Came from hunger, came from dust, where trust runs thin and the stronger just. Now every low end hit sounds armored, and just like the soul itself came back for blood. No retreat, no white flag, only forward under pressure. War drum, heartbeat, march through pain. Every strike make the room maintain, no collapse. When the storm gets loud, I move through chaos, chest out proud. Heartbeat, hard and true. Every scar taught me what to do when the bass hits low, when the lights all shake. That's the sound of a will awake. I don't need rage when my code runs deep. I got a code, a thing that never sleeps. Every vow I made, every debt I keep, echo through my frame when the bar gets deep. Jaw locked shut and the vision narrow, mind like a blade in the drive like marrow. No lost motion and no blank sorrow, only one more push till I own tomorrow. They can talk about struggle from polished rooms. I know what pressure does in unlit tombs. I know how hunger fills empty lungs and turns one heartbeat into 10 war drums. So when I stand and the whole floor shakes, know that sound is years awake. Every line in me got forged in stakes. Now the room learns what a real man makes. This isn't panic, this is formation. Step, brace, breathe, advance. War drum, heartbeat. War drum, heartbeat. War drum, heartbeat. March through pain, every strike make the room maintain no collapse. When the storm gets loud, I move through chaos, chest out proud. Heartbeat, hard and true. Every scar taught me what to do when the bass hits low, when the lights all shake. That's the sound of a will awake. Move with purpose, or get buried by it.
Mind first, then movement, then damage.
Every thought sharpened to a surgical edge. No loose signal hanging off the ledge. I don't drift when the pulse runs red. I got line every strike with the words in my head. Neural sparks in the locked in grid. No wasted motion in what that did. Every choice clean, every instinct hid till the pressure came and the beast outlived. Tunnel vision under iron skies. No static left in the inner lines. You see chaos, I see design. I make violence move on time. No crowd noise enters this state. No weakness gets through that gate. I don't guess and I don't debate. I'll weaponize concentration at a lethal rate.
No blur, no drift, no mercy for distraction.
Neural warpath, mind like steel. Every target locked and real. No collapse when the stakes ignite. I cut through noise and enter sight.
No warpath,
signal clean. Every move exact, every angle mean. When the pressure spikes, I don't slow down. I turn pure focus into a crown. Aye. Into a crown. Aye. Heart rate higher, but the rush stays even. I don't panic, I process demons. Every scar I kept beacon. My reason now I train like survival's always in season. Cold discipline in the jawline set. Every failure file still logged in sweat. No day off from a debt like this. I pay it back with a clenched fist risk. I hear the sob and the whole room fades. Just path impact and sharpened blades. No room left for delayed upgrades. I evolve on contact through burning waves. You call it stress, I call it proof that the strongest code gets built in the truth. When the body screams, I raise the roof and I make that pain produce
clarity under pressure. That's the edge. No fog, no lag, no room in the mind for fear. Neural warpath,
mind like steel. Every target locked and real. No retreat when the current spikes. I was built for brutal height.
no warpath,
Signal clean. Every move exact, every instinct mean. When the pressure spikes, I don't break down. I turn cold focus into a crown. Hey.
hey. Silence the noise. Aim the force. Proceed. Hey. Listen. That's not noise. That's pressure.
Heartbeat hitting like a steel drum crack. No way rumble, make your ribcage snap. Breath gets heavy, but I don't collapse. I turn pressure into cardiac attacks. Concrete shaking when I step inside. Every move locked, every thought precise. No hesitation, no second tries. I don't chase wins, I normalize. Blood in my mouth, I taste the fight. Lungs on fire, but I hold it tight. Pain don't break me, it's sharp in sight. I cut through limits like a blade through light. No pulse control,
no exit route. You feel that way, that's truth.
Let it hit, feel your chest cave in. Baseline strike like a war within. No retreat, no surrender code. This is pressure overload. Say less, let the body speak. Every rep make the weak go weak. Crack the floor when the system blows. Welcome to the overload. Adrenaline spike, no room to breathe. Every second got his teeth in me. Back against it, still I lean. Built from damage you've never seen. I don't flinch when the tension rise. I don't fold when the system fries. Every doubt gets sterilized. I weaponize what you internalize. Knuckles split, but I grip that bar. Vision blur, but I push that far. You call it pain, I call it star. That's the difference in who we are.
Silence drops, and the whole world detonates.
Chest cave in, baseline strike like a war within. No retreat, no surrender code. This is pressure overload. Say less, let the body speak. Every rep make the weak go weak. Crack the floor when the system blows. Welcome to the overload.
No signal, only pressure. Everybody talks about breaking points. I came here to remove mine.
Glass in the mind, I replace it with steel. No soft fracture left in the wheel. Every time life swung, I learned the deal. Now my whole pace got a weapon feel. Heavy kick drum crack through the chest plate line. Low end pressure making dead eye shine. No loose nerve in the spine like mine. I train so stress starts looking divine. They try to cut the cracks in my frame. Didn't know everyone became strength with a name. Every fall fed a darker flame. Now the hurt itself get outperformed in the game. No drama talk, just harder proof. I built my nerve in the leaking roofs. Cold dawn session, split palm truth. That's how I turned out in the bulletproof.
Try pressure, try weight, try everything that buries soft, man.
Shatterproof, strike that wall. I don't split when the ceilings fall. Every hit just shows what lasts. I stand harder through the blast. Shatterproof, no chip edge, no white flag and no weak pledge. When the room starts cracking under load, I'm the part that still holds. I know the stare of a quitting mind, that tiny drift when it's so resigned. I killed that version over time with repeated pain and a cleaner spine. Sub-bass surge through the sneaker soul like a deep black wave with a militant roll. No fake heart in the way I go. I built command in the undertow. It gets ugly, the jaw stay set. Vision narrow, shirt so wet. Still I move like a settled threat because I owe weakness, a brutal debt. No collapse sitting in the breath I draw. No mercy clause in the inner law. Every rap they settle the score and become the thing that pressure's for.
Pressure doesn't expose me, it confirms me. things make noise. Unbreakable things make history. Cold mind, hard path, warpath calm.
Yeah. I don't need a rage just to prove that I'm strong. I got that calm that can carry me long. That blacked out focus with the blaze that's there. That kind of danger you can feel in there. Warpath calm, not panic and rush. Not cheap, loud heat in the blind head crush. Just a measure step with a heart full flame and a disciplined soul that can hold full pain. I've seen hot men break from the weight too fast. All noise, no spine, no roots to last. But I built mine slow in the colder way. Through the dead hard nights and the stripped down days. Let a baseline cuts like a low steel saw. And the kick drum lands like a pressure law. I move too exact for a weak man's drift. When the room gets tight, I don't lose my grip.
Hold that breath, hold that line, stay off force at proven time.
Warpath calm. Eyes on steel, I don't lose shape when the pain gets real. Warpath calm. Still move hard, I keep that fire under full control and guard. Warpath calm. No wild break. I take that pressure and I make it shake. Warpath calm. Still precise. That's how I turn dark into device. There were years I lived too close to the edge, where one wrong thought could've pulled the ledge. But I learned to breathe through the brutal weight and keep my form when the stakes ran late. That changed everything in the way I move. Put black calm depth in the things I prove. Now when the body burns and the lungs go raw, I don't panic once I apply that law. One more rep with a dense set gaze. One more step through the dragon haze. One more fight when the room says fall. Warpath calm and I take it all. This is not about flash, this is built in cold. The kind that survives under overload. That kind of gets cleaner when the pressure peaks. That kind of gets sharper while the weak turn weak.
Cold breath, hard chest, still calm, still best.
Warpath calm. Eyes on steel, I don't lose shape when the pain gets real. Warpath calm. Still move hard, I keep that fire under full control and guard. Warpath calm. No wild break. I take that pressure and I make it shake. Warpath calm. Still precise. That's how I turn dark into device.
Cold mind, hard path.
Warpath calm.
The weight talks, I listen, and I answer.
When the weight talks, it don't talk nice. It says prove it now, pay the price. Says show me what lives in the chest when the arms go numb and the lungs protest. I know that language, I know that tone. I learned it young in the flesh and bone. Learn what it means when the burden hit, and you either get stronger or die in it. So I don't flinch when the load bears down. I square both feet and I claim that ground. I don't ask why, I ask how deep can I take this pressure and still not sleep. Now the baseline move like a death slow tank, and the floorboard grown with the iron weight. I hear that sound and I lock and clean. That's what truth gets stripped from the in-between. The weight toss.
I answer back, not with words, with attack.
When the weight talks, I don't run. I stay with the burn till the set is done. When the weight talks, I stay right there. That's how iron gets built in the air. When the weight talks, I get more still. I turn all that strain to a stronger will. When the weight talks, I don't fold. Carry that truth till my name turns gold, 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 gold. I've had days where the frame felt spent, where the will got tested and the breath got bent. But the deeper the load and the darker it got, the more I learn what I'm really not. Not average, not weak, not made to drift, not built to collapse when the stakes all lift. I got too much drive in the blood for that, too much war in the chest to slack. So I answer heavy when the pressure calls, with a heart set jaw in the back made tall, with the kind of calm that the weak don't know, with the pain run deep and the eyes stay low. That's power, not noise, not fake loud waves. That's the thing built slow over years and age. And when the room goes black from the low end hum, I become that force I've always become.
Wait, toss, I listen close, and I live what fear won't hold.
let the burn till the set is done. When the weight talks, I stay right there. That's how iron gets built in the air. When the weight talks, I get more steel. I turn all that strain to a stronger will. When the weight talks, I don't fold. I carry that truth till my name turns gold, 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 gold. The weight talk, I answer. Turn it up, past limit, overdrive wheel. Overdrive wheel. I got an overdrive wheel in the center core. That kind of force that always wants more. More pressure, more climb, more test, more strain. More proof that I can outgrow pain. I don't stop when the frame says stop. I don't quit when the lights run low. I got too much built in the back and chest to leave this work half done at best. Every mile I made, good grit in the mind. Every hard day made the edge refined. Now the bass sit down like a blacktop quake, and I feel more life with every ache. Overdrive wheel, that's the gear below that hidden reserve when the body says no. That dark set post that kicks in late when the weak bow out and the strong create. One more push, one more gear. I get more alive when the end gets near. Overdrive wheel, still won't stall. I don't lose pressure when the hard times call. Overdrive wheel, still runs hot. I don't back off and I don't stop. Overdrive wheel, past that pain. I get more focused in the pouring rain. Overdrive wheel, locked so deep. I outwork fear while the weak lose sleep. While the weak lose. I know all about what fatigue can say, how it creeps in slow when it bends your frame. But I built one answer beneath that strain, the deeper kind of force and the colder brain. I'ma move like a man with a hit it in code, who can carry a mountain and bear that load, who can breathe through fire and still stay clean in the middle of a savage machine. I don't train for soft days, I train for war. For the point where average can't matter anymore. For the point where the blood runs loud and black and you either get built or fade off track. Me, I push with the jaw set clean, with the chest held wide and the step too mean. Overdrive wheel in the soulful time. That's the engine that never dies. Turn it up, don't fade. Past limit, get mad. Overdrive wheel. Overdrive wheel. Overdrive wheel, still won't stall. I don't lose pressure when the hard times call. Overdrive wheel, still runs hot. I don't back off and I don't stop. Overdrive wheel, past that pain. I get more focused in the pouring rain. Overdrive wheel, locked so deep. I outwork fear while the weak lose sleep. Overdrive wheel. Still alive.
Steel changes shape and heat. So do I.
I know what it's like when the lungs burn raw, when the weight bites back and the room goes small. There's a panic in my chest at all, that's the furnace waking behind the wall. Heat in the veins, cold in the stare, I don't beg mercy from the air. Every hard breath got a sharp and flare. Every old wound taught me how to bear. No polished path in the life I made, had to drag that blade through a darker shade. Every set I bled through forged the frame, not pain itself, gotta use my name. Bar on the back like a loaded sin, still I lock the core and drive it in. No quick phrasing, the lane was within, I turn heavy resistance into discipline.
Let it glow, let it sting, let the pressure do its work, 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 work.
from the inside out. Every rep like a strike on no, I come back harder than before. This mentality, smoke and flame, I get refined when the pressure came. No soft edge left when the sparks start fly. I don't ask why. I intensify. I intensify. I intensify. Yeah, I've been down where the hope went thin, where the mirror look cold and the light stay dim. Till I stack one day on top of one to the version they bury. Stop breathing within, at a sub-bass roll like a blast door slam. And the whole room catch what I became. No handout, strength in the chest like mine. Had a mind that nerve through a brutal climb. Legs on fire and the grip half torn. Still I move like a second form. Every setback ever gone became hot coals that my will stood on. How to romanticize hard days, I weaponize them in cleaner ways. That's why my voice sound heat engraved like a warning sign carved into a blade.
Some men want comfort, some men want power. The distance between those two is measured in heat.
Burn it off, burn it clean, burn it till the weakest shape is a scene. Furnace mentality, melt that doubt, burn weak patterns from the inside out. Every rep like a strike on no, I come back harder than before. Furnace mentality, smoke and flame, I get refined when the pressure came. No soft edge left when the sparks start fly. I don't ask why.
I intensify. I intensify. I wasn't protected by fire. I was introduced by it.
Yeah. Steel in the chest, eyes on the rise. Let's go! I came from the bottom with the weight on my spine. No silver road, had to carve out mine. Every scar on the body got a lesson in it. Every loss in the past put a weapon in it. I was built in the dark where the weak fall off, where the cold stay long and the climb stay rough. Had nights with no light, had days with no grace. Still kept that fire with the word in my face. I don't speak soft when the pressure gets loud. I lock that jaw and I stand my ground. Every rep like war, every breath like proof. I was made for the climb, not the comfort booth. Now the bass hit low like a train through steel, and the whole room tense when the force gets real. I don't chase hype, I chase that height. I'm the last one moving when they lose that fight.
Feel that passion in the ribcage, feel that hunger in the blood.
I don't bow when the sky turns black, I just rise through the mud. I'm going up, even when the road gets violent and rough. Still won't bend, I turn pain into power again and again. No way down, I keep that fire when the walls cave down. Built to win, I don't stop till I break straight in. I learned from the ache how to hold that line, how to stay off force with a war make mine, how to breathe through the burn when the lungs go tight, how to stay locked in through the longest night. I got too much work in the bones I own, too much grit in the chest to collapse or fold. Every setback hit but the sharpened aim. Now I move too clean for a weak man's game. No handouts here, just sweat and nerve. Every inch I got is the inch I earned, and I wear that truth in the way I stand. Like a storm got shaped in the one hard man. No quit, no drift, no soft way out. I get more dangerous the more they die. I'm going up, even when the road gets violent and rough. Still won't bend, I turn pain into power again and again. No way down, I keep that fire when the walls cave down. Built to win, I don't stop till I break straight in.
Still rising, still locked. I earn the same.
No breaks, no pause, no reverse. I don't know slow, I don't move halfway. I don't take fear when it stands in my lane. I came from the ground where the air tastes rough, where the road stays long and the climb stays tough. I put miles in the lungs, put ache in the legs, put a lot of that doubt and a lot of that dance. Lost step too sharp for the weak to read, and I push that pace like I live on speed. This ain't luck, this a calculated grind. Built each piece with the a brutal mind. Every time life try forcing me back, I came with more focus, more force, more attack. I don't chase comfort, I break through friction. I don't run soft, I run conviction. The road gets dark, gotta wait for light. I become that glow in the hardest night. No reverse in the blood I own, no retreat in the backbone. When it gets too steep, I press down more. That's exactly what I'm built for. No reverse, no retreat. Feet 10 down and I bring that heat. No reverse, no slow. When it gets too hard, that's when I go. No reverse, no fade. I don't stop just cause the path turns gray. No reverse, no fold. I stay on attack till the goal gets on. I remember them roads with no clear map. Had to turn pain into a combat track. Had to lock that jaw and control that breath. For the world taught fear in the room, smell death. Every missed shot taught better aim. Every lost round put edge in the game. Every shut door made a wheel run wild. Now I move like a threat with a war-born style. No soft hands on the wheel I hold, no weak drift in the heart I own. If the lane gets narrow, I still cut through. I got beast in the chest and a point to prove. When the bass starts running like an engine strain and the whole room shake with the blacked out flame. I don't need applause, I need one clear line. Forward, forward, forward till the name is mine. No reverse in the blood I own, no retreat in the backbone. When it gets too steep, I press down more. That's exactly what I'm built for. No reverse, no retreat. Feet 10 down and I bring that heat. No reverse, no slow. When it gets too hard, that's when I go. No reverse, no fade. I don't stop just cause the path turns gray. No reverse, no fold. I stay on attack till the goal gets on.
Drive hard, don't drift. Take weight, don't quit. Head clear, heart cold. Go farther, farther, take hold.
No reverse, no retreat. Feet 10 down and I bring that heat. No reverse, no slow. When it gets too hard, that's when I go. No reverse, no fade. I don't stop just cause the path turns gray. No reverse, no fold. I stay on attack till the goal gets on.
Forward only.
No reverse.
When I'm done, even doubt won't testify.
I came in quiet with a loaded stare. Hair turned cold when I cut through there. Every low note thick like nightmare air. Every weak heart knew not to compare. No witness there from the truth gets loud. I break false kings in front of crowds. No cheap talk, no fake lock mouth. I let impact do the speaking now. Hands sharp white but the vision black. Every scar on me is a combat map. No wrong turn on a road like that. Once I lock in, there's no way back. I was raised where excuses die. Where the proud got crushed at the wheel ran dry. Now I breathe that dust and I multiply. Every time they doubt, I intensify.
Don't blink, don't speak. Just feel the weight.
Shifter! No witness left when the pressure lands. I erase off doubt with both bare hands. Every beat like a public threat. Every room remember what it meant. No witness left when I take that lane. I don't play nice with inherited pain. When the floor caves in and the speakers split, that's the sound of a rain.
Legit.
Backs turn quick when the low wind hits like a rod post to a concrete district. I don't need luck, I don't need gifts. I built my force from collapsing grit. Every rap die history behind. Every set got a ghost I grind. Every breath say settle your mind and go to war with the weakest side. No medals here, just earn command. No soft touch in a life like mine. They wanted fear, I gave them spine. Now the room moved different when I arrived. No witness left but a version old. That man got burned in the ashes cold. What remains can be bought or sold. Just a blade edge will and a chest full of thunder.
Some truth shall mine detonate. Some truth shall mine detonate.
No plea,
No pause, no shelter from empire.
no witness left when the pressure lands. I erase off doubt with both bare
the aftermath. They thought the silence meant I was done. Nah, I was rebuilding in the dark.
I know the sound of a door getting slammed, cold nights, no help, no blood in my hand. I know the weight of a world that doubts, that slow, that stare when the lights go out. I've been cracked by pressure, bent by strain, felt sharp, still running straight through pain. Still I still when the floor gave way, still I move when the sky turned gray. No hand reached down when I hit that edge, no clean escape, no soft reset. Just one more breath in the jawline set, one more rep through the soaked up sweat. Everybody loves the rise they see, they never saw the war in me, never saw those mornings I had to drag my soul back into life.
So if I'm still here,
under this load, through this fire, through this doubt,
then I'm not finished.
I don't quit when the world caves in. I go harder when the pain kicks in. Every scar got a reason now. Every loss built a season now. I don't stop when the air runs thin. I dig deeper, let the war begin. If I fall, I get up somehow. You can break the body,
But I'm never out.
I know the taste of a hopeless day when the mirror said I should walk away. When my chest felt heavy, my vision blurred, and every prayer died before a word. Still I train with the storm inside, still I carried that fractured pride. Still I built from the dirt below, when the cold winds cut and the weak let go. No shortcut path in a life like this, no cheat code hiding inside that grip. Every ounce I got, I had to live for the same two hands in a bleeding grip. I took those failures they laughed about, turned each one to a louder route. Now when the bass hits, the room knows why I move like a man that refused to die.
They can doubt, they can leave, they can talk,
I still breathe, and as long as I breathe, I still fight. I don't quit when the world caves in. I go harder when the pain kicks in. Every scar got a reason now. Every loss built a season now. I don't stop when the air runs thin. I dig deeper, let the war begin. If I fall, I get up somehow. You can break the body,
but I'm never out. There were nights I was down so low, I no fire left to show. No big speech, no shining sign, just pure survival, one step at a time. That's the part that made me real, not the wins, just how I heal. Not the crown, not praise, not fame, just the will to stand in the flame. I got ghosts in my ribcage still, but they move when I say they will. I got pain in my bloodline deep, but I turn that ache into discipline. So when the weight comes back again, I don't ask if I ask when, because I know what I became every time I survive that pain. Listen, this ain't about hype, this ain't about looking strong. This is for the days when your soul feels heavy, your lungs burn, your hope gets quiet, and you still decide to take one more step.
That step matters, that breath matters. You are not done just because it hurts. You are not finished
just because it's hard. No surrender in my bloodstream, no collapse in my command.
No retreat in my shadow. I still rise, I still stand. I don't quit when the world caves in. I go harder when the pain kicks in. Every scar got a reason now. Every loss built a season now. I don't stop when the air runs thin. I dig deeper, let the war begin. If I fall, I get up somehow. You can break the body,
But I'm never out. I'm not gone when the lights burn low. I'm the pulse underneath the smoke. I come back when they count me down. You can hit me hard, but I'm never out. Not today. Not like this. As long as my heart still hits, I'm never out. Listen.
Listen close. That's not music. That's a march! Heartbeat banging like a raw drum line, every step in sync with a brutal design. No soft pulse in a chest like mine. I was raised on strain and sharpened by time. Kick lands heavy in the spine, sit straight. Every breath like load in a second fate. No panic, code in a state. I advance when the pressure escalates. Metal in the air and the room turns still, because discipline got a set in the wheel. Every rep uphill, every stare can kill, and I don't stop moving till the silence kneel. Came from hunger, came from dust, where trust runs thin and the stronger just. Now every low one hit sounds armored, and just like the soul itself came back for blood. No retreat, no white flag, only forward under pressure. War drum heartbeat, march through pain. Every strike make the room maintain. No collapse when the storm gets loud. I move through chaos, chest out proud. War drum heartbeat, hard and true. Every scar taught me what to do. When the bass hits low and the lights all shake, that's the sound of a will awake. Hey, hey, I don't need rage when my code runs deep. I got a code, a thing that never sleeps. Every vow I made, every debt I keep, echo through my frame when the bar gets steep. Jaw locked shut and the vision narrow. Mind like a blade in the drive like marrow. No lost motion and no blank sorrow. Only one more push till I own tomorrow. They can talk about struggle from polished rooms. I know what pressure does in unlit tombs. I know how hunger fills empty lungs and turns one heartbeat into 10 war drums. So when I stand and the whole floor shakes, no, that sound is years awake. Every line in me got forged in stakes. Now the room learns what a real man makes. This isn't panic. This is formation. Step, brace, breathe, advance. War drum heartbeat, march through pain. Every strike make the room maintain. No collapse when the storm gets loud. I move through chaos, chest out proud. War drum heartbeat, hard and true. Every scar taught me what to do. When the bass hits low and the lights all shake, that's the sound of a will awake. Move with purpose, or get buried by it. Last set, best set, legend time. Legend time. Anybody can't talk when the tank stays full. When the body feels live and the reps feel cool, but the truth gets loud in the final round. When the arms go dead and the floor turns ground, that's where I live. Last set law, that place where the weak all fade in. All that place where the lungs cut fire and grit, and you either become or you die in it. Last set, legend, that's the state I want. Not the early shine in the weak man front. I want that rep where the soul must lead, where the body says stop and the will says feed. Now the bass hits low like a blackout bell, and the whole room feels I know this hell. I've been here before, I know that taste. That's the final gate to a higher place. One more rep, one more fight, one more push through the burning light. Last and legend, still won't break. I don't stop when the whole frame shakes. Last and legend, still move strong. I finish harder when the road runs long. Last and legend, still locked in. I don't let fatigue get a single win. Last and legend, built that way. I was born to finish what others delay. I remember the times I cut reps too short, back when cover still had a little support. But I killed that drift and I changed that code. Now I stay with the burn till I own that load. That's discipline deep in a strong male frame. That's gym motivation without fake game. That's trap rap drive in a dark low room. That's a war made mind that don't fear doom. So when the body scream and the chest run hide in the vision, narrow the one that's spot. I get more exact and I count that breath. One more inch through the mouth of death. Not death in life, death in quit. That slow death fade where men lose grip. I don't live there now. I attack that end. Last set legend to the very last second. Last set.
drift, no half, just live. Life's a legend, still won't break. I don't stop when the whole frame shakes. Life's a legend, still move strong. I finish harder when the road runs long. Life's a legend, still locked in. I don't let fatigue get a single win. Life's a legend, built that way. I was born to finish what others delay. Legend. Slow inhale, like jaw. Out for breath. I don't waste breath on panic and fear. I use every breath as a weapon here. Slow inhale when the room gets tight. That's how I stay sharp when they lose that fight. Out for breath in the chest plate cage. No blind rage, just a lock code gauge. A measure pulse and a sharpened stare. That's the kind of danger you can feel in air. I know what it means when the pressure climb. When the lungs burn black and you're out of time. That's when weak men gasp and collapse inside. But I breathe more deep and I stabilize. Every inhale carry discipline. Every exhale kill the noise within. Every beat of the chest sync with the drum. Like the whole room know what I become. In through pain, out through doubt. That's how I keep the beast in route. Out for breath, hold that line. Deep in the ribs with a war-made mind. Out for breath, cold control. I don't let the pressure on my soul. Out for breath, still move clean. That's how strength turns into a machine. Out for breath, stay composed. I get more dangerous the deeper it goes. Deeper it goes. Deeper it goes. I learned from the nights when the body shook, when the mirror lied and the ground got cooked, when the fear said run and the chest said break, but I stayed right there and I held that ache. Now I breathe like a man who been through the mud, who found black calm in the shape of blood, who don't move wild just to look intense, but can break that wall with a sharp offense. So when the bass drops low, when the frame feels dense, I don't lose shape to the turbulence. I inhale once and the mind gets clear. That's the difference between the beast and fear. No wasted oxygen, no rush collapse, no soft dead drift in the battle map. Just out for breath and the train set wheel. That's how pressure turns to a weapon still. Slow breath, hard eyes, deep chest, war eyes. Slow breath, alpha breath, hold that line. Deep in the ribs with a war-made mind. Alpha breath, cold control. I don't let the pressure on my soul. Alpha breath, still move clean. That's how strength turns into a machine. Alpha breath, stay composed. I get more dangerous the deeper it goes. Slow inhale. Out for breath. Break the chain. Break the old weight. Let's go. I had habits like rust on the back of the mind, old fear in the chest, old ghosts in the spine, old doubt in the step, old brakes on the soul. But I got too much fire now to stay controlled. I had voices from the past that wanted me slow, wanted me soft, wanted me stuck down low, wanted me safe in the half-lit frame. But I came too far just to live that same. So I broke one link, then another one clean. Broke that drift in the eyes, broke that in between. Broke the lie that pain means stop right here. Now I hear resistance and I shift that gear. This ain't just muscle in a louder pace. This is freeing the beast from a smaller place, from the self that bow when the heat got thick. Now I rise through the load and I don't quit. Old chains fall off, new blood runs high. I don't carry what was when I know what I'm not. Break the chain, break it clean. I'm not who I was in the old dead dream. Break the chain, take that
made to take. I remember the weight of a smaller self, always half outside of the strongest self, always second guessing the climb and burn, always one step back from the lesson learned. But now I move different, now the jaw stays set, now the eyes don't blink when the air gets wet, now the kick hits low and the floor blades hum, and I feel like the life I was meant to become. Every rep I push is a link that snaps, every mile I drag is a bridge collapse to the old weak shape that I used to wear. I don't fit that skin and I don't go there, so let the old fear knock one final time. I got too much proof in this war like mine, I got too much force in the chest right now to let old chains tell me when to bow. Old chains fall off, new blood runs hot. I don't carry what was when I know what I'm not. Break the chain, break it clean, I'm not who I was in the old dead dream. Break the chain, take that air, I don't let that past live in me there. Break the chain, step out hard, I turn closed up pain into a battle scar. Break the chain, stand up straight, I don't live below what I'm made to take. No more drag, no more stall, no more living half at all. Cut it loose, burn it down, break the chain and take that crown. Break the chain, break the chain, break it clean, I'm not who I was in the old dead dream. Break the chain, take that air, I don't let that past live in me there. Break the chain, step out hard, I turn closed up pain into a battle scar. Break the chain, stand up straight, I don't live below what I'm made to take. Break the chain and don't look back. One switch, everything changes. One switch, everything changes. One, heart rate drop when the beat line wake, adrenaline flood through the chest and frame. No halfway step when the lock point break, I hit trigger state and forget my name. Hands go tight on the iron grip, jawline set on a hard commando. Slow thought in a moment like this, only action clean as a bullet lands. Sub bass punch like a blunt force wave, whole room dip when the floorboards cave. No cheap thrill and the risk I crave, I was born to move when the pressure rages. Every breath a spark and the gas feel dark, every breath I fuse to a hungry heart. No escape route when I hit that mark, the one pushing to a battlefield start. Don't call it anger, call it ignition. Trigger state when the wires go hot, no delay, no fear, no second shot. Every move straight through the smoke, I don't freeze when the whole frame trigger state. Every nerve awake, every doubt gets cut and flake. When the pressure peaks and the weak unfold, I move faster, cleaner, harder, cold. Move faster, cleaner, harder, cold. Get strained, but the pace climbs higher. Legs don't shake, but the lungs catch fire. No retreat when the stakes go live. That's exactly where I feel alive. I know the edge and I know the cost. I know what it takes when the comfort's lost. Every line in me got battle crossed. Every engineer was brutally barred. No false calm in the pulse I own. Just a sharp response carved into bone. You ask why my whole voice sounds stone, because I built it where panic was honed. The beat drops hard and the instincts clear. No static, left there no room for fear. Everything weak disappears right here, and the mission inside me gets severe. One breath, one lock, one irreversible decision. No drift, no freeze, no soft hand on the throttle. Trigger state. Trigger state. Trigger state. When the wires go hot, no delay, no fear, no second shot. Every move straight through the smoke, I don't freeze when the whole frame trigger state. Every nerve awake, every doubt gets cut and fly.
Ask if I'm ready. Ask if the room is. Test me. I'm pressure proof.
I came through enough to know what breaks, what froze on the heat and what stands through ache, what bends in fear, what locks in steel, what survives the dark with a train set real. Pressure proof, that's the code I wear. Not no fake loud talk for the room to hear, but they kinda calm like a whole full strain and never lose line in the middle of pain. I've been weighed by days like a crushed spine, still kept one fire in the war, made mine, still kept one mission alive in the chest while the world ran cold and the room got stressed. Now my baseline drops like a pressure valve and the whole floor shakes when the drums hit hard. I don't get smaller when the force stacks up, I get more refined when the weight turns rough.
More pressure, more test, more proof, more depth. Pressure proof,
Still don't crack, I was built for the load and the blowback.
pressure proof,
Still hold shape, I don't lose my soul when the walls are shake.
pressure proof,
I stay clear, I don't let panic move in there.
pressure proof.
Still move clean, that's how I turn pain to a machine. To a machine. To a machine. I know what it means when the body says break, when the chest runs tight and the knees both shake. But I built one pace and a set of core where the will stay alive and the lungs find more. That's where I go when the sky turns black, when the kick drum lands like a sledge attack, when the room gets dense and the floor feels wrong. I plant both feet and I stand more strong. This ain't luck, this is earned hard nerve. Every inch of control is an inch I serve through the dead slow dragging the strip down nice to the fear lost teeth and the will grew bite. Now I don't fear tests, I define my worth by how I stay sharp when the ground gets cursed. Pressure proof in the blood and bone, that's the kind of truth that can't be overthrown.
Test more, I rise, push hard, I don't hide.
Pressure proof, still don't crack, I was built for the load and the blowback.
Pressure proof,
Still hold shape, I don't lose my soul when the walls all shake.
pressure proof,
I stay clear, I don't let panic move in there.
pressure proof.
Still move clean, that's how I turn pain to a machine. To a machine.
Pressure proof. Prove it. Still running. Still driven. Still alive. Still running. Still driven.
I got an unbroken drive in the center of me, like a locked black engine that will not freeze, like a pulse that stays when the room turns thin, like a force that grows every time I get hit. I know all about what the pressure do, how it strips fake shine till the real breaks through, how it tests your walk and it reads your breath, how it asks one thing or you're built for depth. I had to answer that the hard way first, with the dry mouth, low hope and a living hurt, but I kept my line through the drag and ache. Now there's no weak part for the world to shake. This drive don't sleep and it don't ask rest. It just keeps on pressing through the heart and chest, keeps on turning dark into something alive. That's the kind of fire in an unbroken drive.
No stop, no fade, no quit, no way.
I got too much hunger in my system now to let this life put my spirit down. Unbroken drive, still in me, still alive, still hungry. Unbroken drive, won't let go when it gets too hard. That's when I grow. Unbroken drive, no collapse, no retreat, no looking back. Unbroken drive, still won't die. I got pressure in the lungs and a war like mine. I remember the times I was close to spent, when the days felt bent and the nights felt bended, when the plan looked lost and the field looked bare. Still I found that grit and I breathed it down. Now I walk more sharp and I lift more clean with a cold set jaw and a focused beam. I don't speak too much, I let action sound like the whole damn floor when the bass runs down. Every setback tall, better rhythm and aim. Every slow hard mile built a harder name. So I thank that road for the shape I hold. Even when it bit and it hit too cold, I don't need soft winds, I need something earned. Need that heat in the palms and the lesson learned. Need that climb that cuts till the soul gets wide. That's where real men grow, that's an inner rise. No stall, no fade, no quit, no way. I got too much hunger in my system now. Hey, hey, to let this life put my spirit down. Unbroken drive, still in me, still alive, still hungry. Unbroken drive, won't let go when it gets too hard, that's when I grow. Unbroken drive, no collapse, no retreat, no looking back. Unbroken drive, still won't die. Got pressure in the lungs and a war like mine. Still moving, still rising, still burning, no hiding. Head clear, will lit, no weak, no split, no split, no split, no split, no split. Unbroken drive, still in me, still alive, still hungry. Unbroken drive, won't let go when it gets too hard, that's when I grow. Unbroken drive, no collapse, no retreat, no looking back. Unbroken drive, still won't die. Got pressure in the lungs and a war like mine. Engine live, soul awake. Unbroken drive. Low frequencies crawling through the structure. You don't hear it first, you feel it. Yeah, sub bass rumble like tectonic plates. Pressure stacking at a brutal rate. Every breath thick, every movement weight. I was built inside the state. Ribcage shaking when the cake collide. Every step echo amplified. No escape when the force applied. It's the zone where the weak divide. Concrete cracking under loaded feet. Sweat drip heavy with the rising heat. Every second turn into repeat. Pain and power finally meet. Muscles white on the steel grip bar. Vision narrow but I push that far. No retreat no matter where you are. I convert pressure to who you are. Adrenaline flooding through every vein. No control, just control pain. Every drop turn into gain. I don't break, I sustain. No signal, no warning, just pressure forming. Feel it hit like a seismic wave. Everything you build starts to cave. No control when the system bends. Only those who adapt descend. Let it crash, let the structure fall. Stand inside it, outlast it. No escape when the ground explode. Welcome to the overload. Heartbeat sync with a heavy kick. Every breath feel like a loaded hit. No hesitation, I commit. That's the difference, I don't quit. Muscle tearing but I stay aligned. Pain translated in a sharper mind. Every doubt left far behind. I redefine what you define. Grip tighter when the pressure rise. No collapse when the system fries. Every second optimize. I weaponize what you internalize. Sweat flood down like a breaking dam. Every movement built to withstand. You see limits, I expand. That's the part you don't understand. I don't chase, I become. Every strike like a war drum. You slow down, outrun. I don't stop till it's done.
Everything goes silent, then impact multiplies.
No breath, no pause, no mercy in these laws. No breath, no pause, no mercy in these laws. No fear, no doubt, only force breaking now. Force breaking now.
Feel it hit like a seismic wave. Everything you build starts to cave. No retreat when the pressure grow. I don't bend, I overload.
Let it crash, let it tear apart. Every beat, hit the core of your heart. No collapse when I take control.
This is seismic dominance mode. I'm still here. I got When the week get loud and the air turns thin and the fear starts crawling under skin, I don't lose the line and I don't burn out. I get colder than quit. I erase that doubt and I dig cold. Control go, that sharp set calm with a sanded soul. That kind of steel that can hold full weight and never rush when the stakes run late. I've seen hot rage, way strong man. Seen blind pride break again and again, but I learned from the dark how to keep that edge. How to hold pure force at the very ledge. Now the bass sounds low like a wind or storm. Like the room itself takes a harder form, and I move through it with a firstborn stare. Like a man who stopped giving fear a chair.
Cold mind, hard breath, no quit, no left. I don't heat up and fold, I get colder instead. Colder than quit, still won't break. That's how I survive every hard wave. Colder than quit, still hold shape. I don't cave in when the pressure shakes. Colder than quit, I stay still. That's how pain gets turned to something real. Colder than quit, still move clean. That's the difference between talk and me.
I had days that could've broke my stride, had nights that nearly stripped my pride, but I built a place in the core that stay unaffected by the noise and decay. That's where I go when the world gets loud, when the room gets tight and the sky balls down, when the pulse runs hot and the lungs lose bass. I cut that panic off at the base. No wasted motion, no frantic swings, just a colder kind of discipline, a slower breath and a sharper will. That's the kind of thing that kills the kill. So if the load gets bigger, good, let it grow. I got a harder way the body can know, and if they think I fold when the temp drops low, they don't know what I built below.
Cold mind, hard breath, no quit, no left. I don't heat up and fold, I get colder instead. Colder than quit, still won't break. That's how I survive every hard wave. Colder than quit, still hold shape. I don't cave in when the pressure shakes. Colder than quit, I stay still. That's how pain gets turned to something real. Colder than quit, still move clean. That's the difference between talk and me. Freeze fear, cut doubt, stay calm, ride out. Cold will, strong spine. Colder than quit every time. Quit, still won't break. That's how I survive every hard wave. Colder than quit, still hold shape. I don't cave in when the pressure shakes. Colder than quit, I stay still. That's how pain gets turned to something real. Colder than quit, still move clean. That's the difference between talk and me. Too cold to quit, too built to fold. The concrete knows before the people do. Something heavy just arrived.
Nowhere moving like a subway quake. Dust from the ceiling every time it breaks. Breath in the chest, got a dangerous weight. I don't pace, fear, accelerate. Boots on the floor with a predator step. Cold in the jaw, no room for regret. Every rep paid in the private debt. Now the room feel tension before I sweat. I came through dark with a spinal wire. No soft dreams, just a harsher fire. Every bad hand raised me higher. Now my whole cadence sounds like barbed wire. Hands locked down on a rough steel grip. Veins up high when the pressure hits. No weak flinch when the muscles split. After one more set into a loaded script.
No safe zone, no softer route. Only force finding form. Concrete pulse, feel the slab line jump. Every bass hit land like a riot drum. No hush left when the floorboards moan. I make dead rooms feel overthrown. Concrete pulse through the legs and spine. The low end pressure got a light rise go never when the egg is thick. No panic, breath in a frame like this. Every egg got history in it. Every wound I kept turned strategic, no fake. Glory in the work I do. Only long nights and the brutal truth. Built my nerve with a light cut loose. Now I carry impact in the vocal booth. Back then, silence that heavy as lead. Now the speakers crush what the doubters said. Every low note stalk like dread, and the whole room move when I nod my head. I don't need the world to understand. I just need grip in the battle plan. Once the kick lands, I advance. But the face itself is in command. No noise, just a deep vibration under everything. Through the floor, through the bone, through the part of you that can't pretend. Concrete pulse, feel the slab line jump. Every bass hit land like a riot drum. No hush left when the floorboards moan. I make dead rooms feel overthrown. Concrete pulse through the legs and spine. The low end pressure got a life of mine. And when the weak step off and the real ones stay, that's when the whole damn block obey. You don't just hear this, you brace for it. Hit me hard, I come back harder. Yeah. I've been struck by the wave of a world gone cold, by the doubt they sell and the fear they told. But I never let the hit right the end of me. I turn every blow into energy. That's the code in the ribs, that's the law in the frame. Every bruise on the body got a right to my name. Every hard day taught me how to stand more still, how to hold that fire with an iron will. I don't flinch when the room gets tense, I don't fall when the pressure gets dense. I breathe one more time through the blacked out ache, then I rise one more inch they can't take. Now the baseline shakes like a warning sign, like the whole floor know I'm crossing that line. From weak to force, from pain to proof, from broke down fear to a bulletproof truth. One more hit, I absorb that strain. One more fall, I get up again. Stronger than the hit,
Stronger than the pain, every hard strike only fed the flame.
stronger than the hit,
Still don't crack, I come back sharper on the attack.
than the hit,
Stronger than the doubt, I don't let pressure take me out.
than the hit.
Still stand tall, I was made to outlast it all. I know the kind of nights that can drain your soul, make the lungs feel tight and the blood run cold. But I stayed right there with the jaw set clean, and I built that rage to a war machine. I don't carry soft in the way I move. Too much work done now, too much to prove. Every dead end road make the map more clear. Every setback put the beast right here. So when the kick hits down and the chest goes live, I remember every place I survived. And I thank that hurt for the edge it gave. Made my heart more hard, made my back more brave.
Hit me once,
I rise twice,
burn me down.
I come back out.
Stronger than the hit,
Stronger than the pain, every heart strike only fed the flame.
stronger than the hit,
Still don't crack, I come back sharper on the attack.
than the hit,
Stronger than the doubt, I don't let pressure take me out.
stronger than the hit.
Still stand tall, I was made to outlast it all. Still here, still strong, still here.
Whip on the back, fire in the lungs, still moving. Wait. Hey, hey, hey.
Every day came heavy, I still still took more. Every wall too high, I still reached the core. Every shot too low, I still kept my name. I was never built for a quiet flame. I came through the dirt with a slow burn rage, with a lot of dead silence and an unwritten page. Had to push through nights that could break most men. Had to build from scraps and begin again. I know all about what the burden costs, what it means to win after feeling lost, what it feels like when the chest caves in. Still you find one spark and you breathe it in. Now the baseline hits like a giant tread, and the whole room shake from the words I said. I don't curse this load, I embrace that strain, cause it made my force and it fed my name.
Weight on the shoulders, steel in the wheel. If it gets heavier, I push harder still. Against the weight, I rise. Against the pain, I fight. Against the doubt, I drive. I'm still here, I'm still alive. Against the strain, I build. Against the storm, I will. Against it all, I climb. I'm still here, and the glory's mine.
They thought that burden would break my back, thought the pressure would force collapse, thought the heat in the room would dim that fire, but it only pushed me a little higher. Every rep I pressed with a jaw set hard, every loss I took put truth in the guard. Every closed hand waving, every shutdown gate only gave me more to dominate. I don't need easy, I need what's real, need that hard-earned ache that the weak can't feel. Need that point where the body says no more now, when the soul says watch me go through somehow. That's the place I live when the drop comes in, where the blood runs fast and the lights burn thin, where the whole damn world turns noise and blur. Everyone locked in thought says endure, endure.
Weight on the shoulders, steel in the wheel. If it gets heavier, I push harder still.
Against the weight, I rise. Against the pain, I fight. Against the doubt, I drive. I'm still here, I'm still alive. Against the strain, I build. Against the storm, I will. Against it all, I climb. I'm still here, and the glory's mine.
More weight, more will,
Wait,
more pain,
wait,
more skill.
wait.
No quit, no bleed, no break, just me. Against the weight. Against the weight, I rise. Against the pain, I fight. Against the doubt, I drive. I'm still here, I'm still alive. Against the strain, I build. Against the storm, I will. Against it all, I climb. I'm still here, and the glory's mine. Still alive, still climbing, still dangerous. Against the weight. Yeah. No matter how hard it hits, I don't stay down. Let's go! I came up with a cold, got deep with a stronghold form in the week, lose sleep where the night felt long and the air felt thin. Had to learn real quick, had to build within. I had dust in my lungs, had doubt in my face, had pain in the chest and no soft place. Had walls all around and the world gone numb, but I still found rhythm in the war drum. Every scar that I wear got a code in it. Every loss that I took put a road in it. Every time they said stop, I heard go instead. Put steel in my spine and fire in my head. I don't move for noise, I don't beg for praise. I got too much hunger for them empty ways. When the pressure gets loud, I get locked in more. I don't just survive, I come back for war. Feel that weight in the bloodline, feel that heat in the lungs. I was never born to break easy, I was built to become. I never go down, never go down, even if the whole world flips around. Never go down, knock me to the floor, I shake the ground. I never stay low, never stay cold. Every time I get hit, I come back more bold. I never go down, never go down. I don't fade away, I hunt that crown. I remember them nights when
when the room got still, when I had nothing left but a stubborn will. No crowd, no light, no safe way out, just a beat of my heart in the shape of doubt. But I learned from the burn and the stretch and strain, how to hold my form in the middle of pain, how to stare up at the dark till it lost that bite, how to make my name in the dead of night. Now the bass hits hard and the frame gets tense, you can hear my truth in the raw suspense. I don't flinch when the low goes past too much, I got too much pride for a weak man's crutch. If they close one gate, I don't freeze, I break. If the road gets mean, I don't drift, I take. Every inch that I earn came slow and hard, now I move like a blade with a blacked out heart.
Feel that pulse in the rib cage, feel that storm in the jaw.
I don't run when the sky turns violent, that's what I'm built for. I never go down, never go down, even if the whole world flips around. I never go down, knock me to the floor, I shake the ground. I never stay low, never stay cold, every time I get hit I come back more bold. I never go down, never go down, I don't fade away, I hunt that crown.
Break me, never, bend me, never, count me out, I get worse, better, pain no, enemy, fear don't steer me. If I fall once, I come back deadly.
I never go down, never go down, even if the whole world flips around. I never go down, knock me to the floor, I shake the ground. I never stay low, never stay cold, every time I get hit I come back more bold. I never go down, never go down, I don't fade away, I hunt that crown. Still here, still hard, still breathing, never go down.
I was cut from stone, that's why I don't break.
I don't come from calm, I come from weather, from hard-set nights in the fight to get better, from wind in the face and the rain run cold, from all of the strain that can harden the soul. I was cut from storm, not comfort and ease, cut from steel nerves under black sky freeze, cut from setbacks, hunger and hurt. That's why I don't shake when the ground gets worse. I know what it means when the pressure rolls in, like thunder on the roof and the flood within. But I don't lose line, I don't slip that fast. I got roots in the frame and the back built to last. Now that low end hits like a cloudburst wall, and the room run dark when the kick drums fall. I hear all that weight and the locking roar, that's the kind of sound I was built for.
Rain hard, wind cut, still stand, still up, I don't fear the storm.
I was made from it, cut from stone, still won't bend, that's the reason I rise again. Cut from stone, still stand tall, I don't lose shape through it all. Cut from storm, cold and clear, that's why pressure don't live, it's fear. Cut from storm, built this way, I get more dangerous
In the grave,
there were moments the sky looked split in half and the road got slick and the soul got gas. But I learned that dark can refine a man if he holds that line and he sticks that plan. Now I move the weather kinda calm, not soft peace, a sharp and storm-born arm, a steady breath in the violent place, a clear-cut stride with a battle face. Every hit that came made the core more deep, every hard wet night stole my easy sleep, but it gave back something the weak don't know how to hold full force when the cold winds blow. So let it rain harder, let the black clouds stack, let the whole damn world try to push me back. I don't need clear skies to feel that strong. I was cut from storm and I've been that long.
rain hard, wind cut, still stand, still up, I don't fear the storm.
I was made from it, cut from storm, still won't bend, that's the reason I rise again. Cut from storm, still stand tall, I don't lose shape through it all. Cut from storm, cold and clear, that's why pressure don't live, it's fear. Cut from storm, built this way, I get more dangerous.
In the grave, storm rain, storm train, no weak, no drain. Wind hit,
I stay, that's why I don't sweat.
Cut from storm, still won't bend. That's the reason I rise again. Cut from storm, still stand tall. I don't lose shape through it all. Cut from storm, cold and clear. That's why pressure don't live as fear. Cut from storm, built this way. I get more dangerous in the grave.
Storm in the blood, calm in the face. No matter how hard it hits, I don't stay down.
Let's go!
Yeah.
I came up where the cold got deep, where the strong hope formed and the weak lose sleep, where the night felt long and the air felt thin. Had to learn real quick how to build within. I had dust in my lungs, had doubt in my face, had pain in the chest and no soft place. Had walls all around and the world gone numb, but I still found rhythm in the war drum. Every scar that I wear got a code in it. Every loss that I took put a road in it. Every time they said stop, I heard go instead. Put steel in my spine and fire in my head. I don't move for noise, I don't beg for praise. I got too much hunger for them empty ways. When the pressure gets loud, I get locked in more. I don't just survive, I come back for war.
Feel that weight in the bloodline, feel that heat in the lungs. I was never born to break easy. I
Was built to become. I never go down, never go down. Even if the whole world flips around, I never go down, never go down. Knock me to the floor, I shake the ground. I never stay low, never stay cold. Every time I get hit, I come back more bold. I never go down, never go down. I don't fade away, I hunt that crowd. I remember them nights when the room got still, when I had nothing left but a stubborn will. No crowd, no light, no safe way out. Just a beat of my heart in the shape of doubt. But I learned from the burn and the stretch and strain how to hold my form in the middle of pain. How to stare at the dark till it lost that bite. How to make my name in the dead of night. Now the bass hits hard and the frame gets tense. You can hear my truth in the raw suspense. I don't flinch when the low goes past too much. I got too much pride for a weak man's crutch. If they close one gate, I don't freeze, I break. If the road gets mean, I don't drift, I take. Every inch that I earn came slow and hard. Now I move like a blade with a blackout heart.
feel that pulse in the rib cage, feel that storm in the jaw.
I don't run when the sky turns violent. That's what I'm built for. I never go down, never go down. Even if the whole world flips around, I never go down, never go down. Knock me to the floor, I shake the ground. I never stay low, never stay cold. Every time I get hit, I come back more bold. I never go down, never go down. I don't fade away, I hunt that crown.
Break me,
Never,
bend me,
never,
count me
out. I get worse,
better.
better.
Pain don't end me, fear don't steer me. If I fall once,
I come back deadly. Deadly, 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 deadly. Woo! I never go down, never go down. Even if the whole world flips around, I never go down, never go down. Knock me to the floor, I shake the ground. I never stay low, never stay cold. Every time I get hit, I come back more bold. I never go down, never go down. I don't fade away, I hunt that crown.
still here, still hard, still breathing, never go down.